Well, as promised, folks, we are back. That is right. We have 3 more secret packs to open up. Our Warrior, our Miraculous Advent, and our Colossal Max. So anyways, we're going to start off here as, of course, we are in Silver 4, still looking to climb up the last of the Silver Ladder. The all-important Silver Ladder, the Deer Ladder, and Ragnacaria. I think we played this before, and I can assure you when I played it, I think we lost the recording. I don't know how to beat that deck, so I think we're just gonna pass on that one. Alright, from the deck I know for a fact we can't beat to whatever we're playing over here. 60 cards, 10 cards, looks good. And could be a little better. I mean, we open one part of Scales, we open back row removal, and we open if our opponent decides to special summon next turn. We're playing the Noble Knights. Alright. Well, at least we can run a Dark Worm into that. Hilariously enough, Dark Worm will also get to resurrect itself. Okay, if we had a light monster, that'd be pretty nice, but unfortunately we're running a Dark. Anyways, let's Night Beam his back row. Let's get that all out of here. Hidden Armory. Send the dump card of your deck to graveyard, add 1 quick spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Okay, we'll run out Dark Worm. Again, next turn, Dark Worm will be able to resurrect himself because we don't control any mod. No, he can special summon himself from the grid. Oh wait, doesn't matter. He's not going to the graveyard. Why didn't I set this card? I don't know, because I was too distracted by the fact that I forgot Dark Worm doesn't go to the graveyard, it goes to the Pendulum Zone. The Pendulum Graveyard, which is the top of my extra deck. So we're playing Noble Knights. I don't know if we're playing competent Noble Knights, like the combo Knights themselves, like Infinite Noble Knights comboing with Noble Knights, so we should see like Isolde. Now I really wish I had this face down, especially if he goes like Isolde. Isolde would be great to stop and destroy, to stop the entirety of that. I mean, if we could just get a light monster, Odd Eye Saber Dragon is active, or we're just gonna make a tribute here. For Caius. Doesn't he banish himself? Because you have to target a card. I will take 1,000 life points for it. Because he has to. He's not if this card is summoned, he activated the effect. But yeah, you can banish Caius for himself so that you can burn the 1,000 points. There's nothing saying you can't. Anyways, we'll set 2 here. Alright. Well, the fact of the matter is, he's lost his Caius. He's burnt his one of Monster Reborn. Okay. I don't know why we decided we really want to trigger Caius' effect, because it's not a must. If this card is tribute summoned, I guess he has to physically summon Millennial Seeker. You can take 1,000. If you take 1,000 more battle damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, except a monster with question mark attack. And your opponent can choose 1 monster from their deck, except a monster with a question attack. If they chose not to, or if the targeted monster has a higher attack than the chosen monster, special summon the targeted monster to your field. If you do, shuffle the chosen monster back into the deck. Opponent adds the chosen monster to their hand. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how that effect reads. That was a lot of words that may or may not have made a paragraph. So, what? You can target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, except total in your opponent's graveyard, except the monster with question attack. Your opponent can choose 1 monster from their deck, except the monster with question attack. At the end of the turn, we're going to pop the back row. I just don't want him to have any competent back row. Stronghold the Hidden Fortress. Why do I play? We're playing a Masochist strategy. Well, I mean, this gives us scales, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Scale a couple cards. We're gonna go for the all-important Pendulum of the Summons. I'm gonna keep the Kaiju in my hand while we can't bust it with Absolute or Saber. I would prefer. Well, I guess no, we've crashed with Saber for it, but 28 into his 1,000, and then 18 direct. I feel like we're playing a Masochist deck. I'm more than happy to play Masochist on Masochist. You know, no, we're not popping anything. I'm more than happy to play Masochist on Masochist. You know, that should be the fun of the game. Because, I mean, this, very interesting to this weird Millennium Seeker. We're playing Oh my goodness! It's Swords of Revealing Light, everybody. We're gonna be staying here for a couple turns. Yeah, because I think my only major back row removal is Olonoids, and he's kind of gone. He ain't here right now. And again, I put the Saber Dragon in the spot for Electromites. Alright, we'll pass on that. Nothing we can really do with the Swords of Revealing Light up. I guess we could put ourselves in defense position with Dark Worm, so at least we've protected from eating like a large amount of damage from Dark Worm. This is only 1800. Yeah, that's fine. If he wants to crash the Dark Worm, he can crash the Dark Worm. I'm not gonna care for that. I could just resurrect it with my scales. Yeah, I only took 200 points. Again, joking about I should have put Dark Worm in defense. But I mean, I only have 2,000 points. Or 200 points. That D-shifter is pointless to us. I like how they give you a little sparkle for drawing a card. You know. You know what? We'll do this. We'll just summon the Dark Worm back. I mean, no purpose not to. We'll just set the Dark Worm. I'm just gearing up in case he draws something that can knock out Saber Dragon. At least I'm not completely, like, dead. So I think we still got one more turn on Swords. I mean, we're not technically dead. I have Floodgate Trap Hole. And I also have Trap Hole Nightmares. So technically, I could negate destroy a special summon monster that activates its effect that the turn is special summoned. And then I technically do have a way to flip a big monster face down permanently. Hey, look, everybody, it's Nibiru. Wow, they actually put a counter on it. Okay, can Master Duel get any easier? You know what? Just to be annoying, let's bring it out again! You know, just continually bring it out. Unless that's a torrential tribute. I mean, even if that's a torrential tribute, I just resurrect the Dark Worm again. Next turn. Now the thing about it, the Saber can crash this. I think I can blow something. When this card destroys a monster from a battle and sends a graveyard, you could destroy one. Okay, so it's one monster my opponent controls. Shining Sarcophagus is in this deck. Okay. Basically, this is like really bad. Apparently, this is like the cards that Yugi used to beat the Pharaoh, like at the end of the arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched an MBT video on it. Doesn't look like this deck is good at all. No, sir. Get that thing flip face down! And then... yeah, you know what? Screw it. We'll also summon the Olonoids. Bring in another monster. Alright, well, the Dark Magician... I think that's the Dark Magician... I think... the Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic. Yeah, Caius. Everybody, it's Caius. Well, that one... I think that puts it on top of my deck. Okay. Relatively kind of pointless, if you ask me. Because technically, I just draw it and I still punch over you. So, under technical expertise, that was pointless. And the Magicians have 2100 defense. Okay. Technically, son, you just gave me back my monster. So I can re-pendulum summon it because you didn't deal with the two back row cards. The only aspect is, does he have like a torrential tribute or something in his back row? If he does, he just nukes the entirety of his board state here. Threatening Roar to stop the attack. Okay. Nothing I can... yeah, nothing to really do. I mean, Shifter dies to a Caius. I already got his guy face down. I mean, again, if he summons anything, special summon anything, I can just Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare on it. So he just removes it. What did we add? Archfiend's Advent. While you control Shining Sonic, you can summon this card without tributing. Other monsters you control gain 500 attack during this turn only, which mainly means he is bigger than everything. I just lost my monster. Current summon, you can target one monster opponent controls, take control of it to the end of this phase. Okay, so am I dead? No, because if he swung this at that, he can't kill Organoids. And I'm not dead here because technically he can't kill me from this position. I'm close though, holy crap. Main 2, I get my monster back. And technically I'm going to go Raiden over this, swing into this, pop the Raiden. Gungado's kind of funny. Fortunately it's not impactful to me. Well, I guess I could normal summon this and make Electromite. But at that point, I have to have 2 Pendulum monsters out. I need 1 more monster. Okay, what we're gonna do is Raiden over this. So we remove that. Then we go to the Battle of the Phases. We swing over this. Odd Eye Saber Dragon. Pop that. Then we go main phase 2 to protect myself from dying. You're not putting out... I guess I should just summon the shifter into defense position. Put into defense and then set that. That is just insulating me from dying. Because he can get another guy with Golden Sarcophagus in the name. Okay, I gotta figure out a way to crack this sarcophagus. Okay, unless we're just gonna get the trap. Well, special summon this card as an effect monster. Gains 1,000 attack for each Shining Sarcophagus monster that mentions it that you control, which right now is nothing. And then silent. Once per turn during the sample phase, increases card by level. While this card level. Okay, that's actually pretty nice to get Eldritch out. While this card's level is higher than its original level, it gains 500 attack. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets Shining Sarcophagus or a monster that mentions it that you control quick effect, you can negate. Okay, so that's kind of pointless. I also, again, the first time ever in this series, we shall make Electromites! First time ever I am physically summoning this card. Yes, we will activate the effect of Electromites. Send to the top of our deck this Aether. Again, I think when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets Shining Sarcophagus or a monster that mentions the quick effect, mentions that you control quick effect, you can negate the activation if you do this increases level by 1. Okay. Next up on the line, we will summon Elderly Man. Did you know, folks, that I can pop my Elderly Man with my powerful, almighty Electromite? And then by the power of almighty Electromite, I can grab this back to my hand. And then I can bring out almighty Elderly Man by sending this. And then summoning the almighty Elderly Man to the board. Look at that, everybody. Almighty Elderly Man. I am now locked out of summoning any form of the Aether. Holy crap, I didn't realize. And unfortunately, Electromite's a little too weak. I should have read the effect of this. Once per turn, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, I guess then I could tribute over the Electromites. Yeah, I mean, she's already done her purpose. I guess I could have popped her again for Eldritch, but honestly, really do not want to leave an 1800 with a 2,000 point monster sitting on the board right now. I should have Pendulum Summoned first and then gone into Eldritch, if I'm being honest. That's what I should have done. Ugh. Messed that up. Oh crap, here comes the Archfiend. Oh, I'm gonna lose to this stupid Shining Sarcophagus deck. Because it's gonna just take my Eldritch. I probably should have just summoned a bunch of things, gone into Axis Kotalker, gone Axis Kotalker's effect, and ended this game. Alright. It'd be hilarious. It would 100% be hilarious if he somehow decides that he really wants to go 2 more summons and I can get Nibiru off. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. It'd be hilarious if he did. You got punished, son! You got punished! Don't extend, just go for the game! Alright, let's end this already. Yeah, I messed that up. I probably should have gone... yeah, I messed that up. I should have just taken everything on my board. I should have just Pendulum Summoned and then gone everything into an Axis Kotalker and then gone from there with Axis Kotalker. Yeah, that was my fault. Alright, well, I somehow lost the Shining Sarcophagus when I was set up pretty well. You know, if I did make some blunders and that, man, I've just been so out of this game now. It's like I'm making all the blunders. Alright, let me see the snake of eyes and I will press the magic surrender button. Alright, Dragon Maids. Send the spell. Spell comes back to your hand. Yep, because then you'll, because we control a Dragon Maid. We'll spin them both to our hand. I suppose we activate the spell. Yep. I don't know how we're outing it. I don't know how we're gonna out the big dragon. Alright, here she is, Dragon Maid YuGiOh. During your standby, you can summon lower Dragon Maid monster from your hand or graveyard. Honestly, folks, you know, I'm just gonna pass the Dragon Maid one. Last episode, we did really, really well. This one, it's not so good. Alright, the hunt for our 3 secret packs continues. We opened up, wow, okay, this is actually a really good hand here. I mean, Faust's Cannon, the Predaplan Monster. I mean, we open Foolish Burial, we can bring Eldritch out, we're playing someone with no extra deck. We're playing Dora. Is it Dora the Explorer?
And I remember that from my childhood.
Future Silence. Add 1 monster that... Oh, more Shining Sarcophagus. More. Well, at least we know one thing. We can blow up the Shining Sarcophagus with a Faust's Cannon. Well, at least we can get rid of one of the copies of the Sark itself. How do we get rid of the others?
Don't ask me.
Don't ask me. Because Eldritch definitely gets... maybe it's more impactful just to... Well, I guess at that point, there's not really a point of bringing Eldritch back. Alright, so here comes the Magicians. You know what would be really nice if we saw Nibiru. If you control a Shining Sarcophagus and a monster that mentions special summon up to 2 level 4 lower monsters with different names that mention Shining Sarcophagus from your hand / or deck. Also, for the rest of this turn, until this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. Here's more Marshmallow. While you control Shining Sarcophagus, the card cannot be destroyed by battle. Your opponent monsters cannot target monsters for attack except this one. Oh, I guess we don't need to worry about the other thing. Let's see. Your opponent activates spell card or effect while you control spell. So I got a bait. So when your opponent activates a spell or effect while you control hit activation. Okay, so that negates activations. I can only attack this thing. This thing will already be done. Shining Sarcophagus on the fuse, but if this card is destroyed by a card effect release. Okay, how do we go from here? Okay, let's see if I can bait this out. The Silent Magician. I can bait that. I'm fine. Because then I go scale, I bring Aether out. Aether gets rid of the Dark Magician off the board. And then at the end of the turn, or I guess I'd have to get rid of Marshmallow.
Okay, he's going to allow the Eldritch to come down. Okay, well that is a lot of punching power there. And before we summon Eldritch, let us go for our Pendulum Summon. Because I could just get rid of Marshmallow, or he'll negate the effect, which at that point Faustwood Cannon pops this, and he'll have to hunt a copy of it. Which I don't know, maybe he's got another card in his hand that hunts it. Oh, now we're going to negate. He sent my scale away. Okay. Alright. He'll just do this. Well, I haven't normal summoned yet. So I guess we'll normal summon. Guess that will, yeah. Because if I get another trap, at least I can bring this back out. Summon. Target the banish. Battle. Punch over that. Does this do something in the grave? If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can set one Stronghold, the Hidden Fortress. Okay, so basically that's now on the board. Main phase 2. End phase. Faustwood Cannon. Blow this up. Alright, son. That's the end of that. God, I think we were better set up in the last game against Golden Sarcophagus. Or Shining Sarcophagus. Why are people playing this? Deck just doesn't seem good. I mean, you're reliant on a singular card. Okay, I guess it really matters. Well, that is going to eat this. 100%. Or affect what. So basically, the Silent Magician is pointless because he doesn't have Golden Sarc. No, I'm going to blow up the 4,000 point monster. Now, how do I, get out of this? See an 8 scale? Or see a card I can summon Eldritch off of? Okay, people don't read cards, apparently. This is why I need another Predaplan monster, because then this would have another target to go after. Alright. What is our draw? Heart of the cards are on our side, folks. It's the heart of the cards, everybody. I don't know why you're increasing all these things level by 1. Okay. Set this. Heart of the cards, everybody. Heart of the cards. I mean, well, I guess the problem is these things keep getting freaking bigger. Yeah, they keep getting freaking bigger every turn. So what? I suppose this goes up to what? 20,000 on his turn. $20,000, 25 on my turn. It's gonna get big enough to actually kill Eldritch, hilariously enough. Because I'll actually be at 25,000, so Eldritch on that. And then funny enough, I don't kill it, I actually die. Another one! Okay. Fun. Zaphion, sure. Well, at least I can Psycho's back row. Oh, he did, the other guy didn't. Oh, there, here's the thing. Okay, so what's the plan? What's the plan of the day, folks? We will go to battle. We're going to crash. Go to main phase 2. To guard my life points, I will normal summon Zaphion.
because that will be 45 next turn. And we start praying and hoping for another Eldritch. Another way to summon Eldritch. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is so gross. This is so bad. If we didn't lose our 8 scale, we can still win this if I see my 8 scale. Because I just need to scale it here, and then I can scale up, and then bada boom, bada bang.
Maybe it would have been better to keep Zaphion. Or Darla, for sure.
Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead. Even if I guard Darla, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're nearing our losing streak. Ugh.
Swear if it's on the freaking.
Oh, great. Okay.
It's live, twins.
We haven't seen any sprite monsters yet. So maybe it's not all bad? I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, if this is just straight live twin, it's gonna go Kiki Skili to Lilala, then you go into their link monsters, then you'll go into Trouble Sunny, and I have to find a way to bust through. No, it is 100%
Sprite Light Twin.
Yeah, you know what? We'll just continue on this horrible losing streak. Folks, here it is. 5 straight. 5 straight. Pity pack! I do love when Master Duel pities me. Pity me, Master Duel, with some good cards. Because I just need to open more secret rare packs. Alright, what do we got? Dark Flare Dragon. Tri-Brigade Frank Paul. Paladin of Dark Dragon. Jam Breeding Machine. Evolvosaur. Darwino.
Never seen this before.
Casamolar. When this card is almost, you can target one phase of monster your opponent controls. It gains attack equal to its original attack, but also during the end phase of the next turn, destroy that phase of monster view. Your opponent takes damage equal to half its original attack. Okay, interesting if this thing survives. Starting your opponent's battle phase, you contribute this. Normal set monster monster cannot attack directly for the rest of the turn. Okay, that's actually a pretty neat card. Toy Tank. The toy box stuff is neat. I think it's a little slow. And Dark Eye Nightmare. What did the Toy Tank get us? Beloved Dolls. Now, funny enough, when I did log in today, we did get a, they're doing a promotion, so we did get a few, we did get a free pack. The cards I will use in there, but it did generate 2 secret packs. I can't open these because they weren't generated by our normal means. But we did get this secret pack off of the pity pack, so we can open this one now. But we're still looking to open now all 4 of these. Let's see if we can get a win. All right, another game, another chance for me to beat my head against a table. 60 card deck, 15 card extra. What are we playing with 60 cards? We're doing something Scareclaw. We got some Kashtira going on here. What do we got? What do we got? We got our Pinpoint Dash if we happen to think our opponent is playing more of the XYZs. I got a big honkin' Towers. All right, we'll start off with a Tearlaments card. Great. Tear. I mean, well, we just fuse from here. That makes Kaleido Heart, right? Is that all we're really doing right now? Kaleido Heart and milling 5, then afterwards pop itself to mill 5. Kikkalos, sorry, not Kaleido Heart. Kikkalos to target herself. I mean, I hope you got you have to fill that whole thing. Okay. No, there's the Tearlaments monster they're going to grab. So then you target herself. You're going to summon Tearlaments Kashtira from your hand and then pop her and mill 5s. We barely win against this deck. You know, I wish I had D-Shifter. 100% we would have D-Shifted this deck, and this deck would be dead in water. They wouldn't be playing even the game. I would also like to see Nibiru. That would be pretty nice, too.
They've already summoned 3 times. Well, there's a golden sark in there. A nail shell doll, a literal Shadal monster's in here. So yeah, Sheeran gets to fuse now. And then you get Scream. Meliodas is Scream.
Okay.
And that's really about it. I mean, you did really hit a lot of your fusion stuff. The problem is, here comes Kaleido Heart. No, shoot, that's not Kaleido Hit. It's the other one that negates summons and gets resurrected once when it's after successfully being fusion summoned. Yep, Skolik. I don't know how we're beating it. The only thing I can think is we pinpoint dash, pray and hope they go for what, an XYZ, and we get our towers out and they don't have a way to out it. Because the problem is Rakkalos outs pinpoint dash. That's the thing. Rakkalos outs pinpoint dash. Because of her effect. When an opponent activates a card effect that includes the effect of special summon a monster, it resolves. So unfortunately, I mean, nothing I can really do about that. I don't even have a way to like stop the Rakkalos. Like, unless she tributes herself, I don't have any way to deal with it. Alright. Scale this. I mean, my only hope is he doesn't negate the pinpoint dash. I wouldn't see a reason why he wouldn't. The problem is he goes fusion. I don't have anything to stop the fusion. I mean, I'll do it. This doesn't win me the game at all. Floodgate Trap Hole isn't going to stop him. I mean, this is literally all I got. This is literally all I got. We had chances to win against those Shining Sarcophagus decks. Of course, I didn't play them right. So the big question is, does he go for this negate? My only choice is XYZ. My only choice is XYZ. That's it. Everything else dies. I could go fusion, but there's not really a point.
It was fusion.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Next game. A 49 card deck. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Weird. Odd number. Alright. Well, there's a Foolish Burial. Right now, these 2 cards are really good, so I don't think I want to Foolish the Golden Lord here. I'm gonna Foolish my Leafy. Because if he happens to start getting a lot of cards in his graveyard, at least we could manipulate that. Man, it would have been really good if he had gone second. Well, I guess no, I've been going first. I guess I wouldn't exactly taken damage there. You know, imperm columns do exist, so let's do that. I mean, I negate a monster effect on the board. I can nuke off his back row. I mean, I do get Orthos out, and depending on how many cards he puts in the graveyard this turn, Leaf Place can come out. Doesn't matter. He has to have more cards in his graveyard than I do, and currently he needs at least 3 cards. End phase, huh? I mean, he didn't do anything with the back row, so I don't think there's a reason to fuse line that 1 card. Arthos and her. The only thing is it'd be like a bottomless trap hole. Okay. He's got something he can trigger, and it's one of those 2 back row. I still don't think I'm going to fuse line it, because I just don't think there's a point to doing it. So we will bring out Forerunner. An untargetable beat stick that basically gives me 1,000 life points every standby phase. My standby phase, of course. We will go Doom Caliber Knight first. Gores is still a card that can be played.
Wow. Quaking Mirror Force. That's hilarious. If I actually had hit it with Fuse Line, we wouldn't have had a Quaking. I mean, the funny part is we still contribute these two off for like a 2 tribute monster. The BES. How about BES go to the Banish Zone? We don't want to play with him today. He boring. I guess I got Fuse Line, my own Forerunner. What are we even playing? I mean, I guess I got 2 monsters that defense stuff for me. Can't do anything with them. Can't fuse them. Can't get rid of them. Waboku. Alright. So what? Am I just gonna have to sit around here until what happens? So what? I get at least a tribute summonable monster? So I can start tributing off my cards? Because I can never do anything with these thanks to Quaking. Man, if I had actually Fuse Lined that. I'm not saying that the other back row would have not been another Quaking. My feeling is this guy has about... And he is going to... By the way, he is going to deck me out. He does get deck out here. Darkworm. I mean, Darkworm is not horrible to get on the board. We'll see what the rest of his back row are if it's competent against Darkworm. I swear, if it's a freaking Quaking Mirror Force. Because the weird part is, if I get another Pendulum, I can easily just go Electromite, pop 1 to 2 face down. Idiots. Well, I can't do much with Electromite via, like, scaling, like, Pendulum summoning a lot of things, but at least I can do, like, Electromite, get out, like, Aether or someone over there. And like start popping off these guys so that they're open. Like just pop the Doom Cow because it's not doing anything right now. Holy crap, that is like back row heaven over there. Someone get me my... Sure, I don't think I have enough spells in there just to do that yet, and I actually have monsters in my main monster zone. So that's useless to me altogether. All it is fodder to discard. I mean, if he had a Storming Mirror Force, it would have gone now. Now, the thing about it is, Quaking is very interesting. If he happens to attack my guys, because technically, by the technicality of how Yu-Gi-Oh works, he technically will have to swing into these. Yeah, you can have 2 Market Monsters. 2 Machina Monsters. Technically, if he swings into these, they have to flip themselves face up because of the aspect of how Yu-Gi-Oh works. He has to compare his attack against my defense. So technically, he still can flip these things up himself. Because technically, Quaking Mirror Force, yeah, doesn't allow me to flip it up, but technicality, he has to flip these up at some point in time because of the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly, I don't want this gear frame here. So how about we get rid of him? So on the technicality, you can still flip my guys up by attacking them because we would have to then go to the damage step. We literally have to go to the damage step and we have to check damage calc. So we literally have to check whose monster attack and defense is higher. To see whether or not his monster destroys me or whether or not, any of that happens. So now I do get my Leaf out because he actually does have more cards in his graveyard now. So I do get my Leaf out. Okay, so he gets a special summon this card from his hand. Pokemon Machine Monster, you control a special summon card from your grave. The weird part is if he comes in, I could just Waboku. Because I could do it at the start of battle. You can target 1 machine monster you control, special summon 1 monster from your graveyard, 1 machine monster with a different name and equal or lower level than that monster if you do destroy the targeted monster. Unfortunately, you cannot spam this out. Oh, must be summoned by banishing machine monsters whose from your graveyard whose total level is 12 or more. That is a 4 right now, and he needs to get that to the graveyard.
so he's going to nuke off this to summon what? Machina Gear Frame again? Okay. Again, I think this thing has to literally... So he's going to come after... What? The Forerunner? No. We will Wabaku. So this will kill the Gear Frame, which means main phase 2, he does get his guy back. Means he can resurrect this big guy, which is annoying. When your opponent activates a card or effect during the battle phase quick effect, you can pay half your life points to negate that activation if you do have opponent's life points. This card is destroyed by battle card effect. You can special up to 3 Vanished Machina monsters whose total level is 12 or less. How do I kill? Okay, that's how we do it. Okay, normal summon this. Activate Aether. Banish that. Unless you have a back row card that suddenly negates this effect, it's doing nothing. An infinite impermanence, everybody. Hooray. It's everybody's favorite card. Alright. Alright. Next up online, we go this to this. They go to this. We make this. Electromite effect. I can't believe it. Well, it doesn't really matter if Electromite does anything. Is it a cost to pop? One turn you can target one face-up card you control. Oh, I have to target a face-up card. Okay. Thought it was just like face down. Okay. Well, lucky enough, son, I still have the ability to go for this. You didn't stop the arrow from appearing. And by the way, this is not a hard once per turn. So that's going. Unless you got yourself another infinite impermanence in the back row. Okay, that's what I thought. Battle. I can't attack due to defeat this chain, but I can attack with 23. The hilarious part is I could use her to pop him, so I could use the effect again, but you know, I'm not going to do that. Well, he has 2 more cards he could have done something with and chaining response. Clearly, it wasn't enough to save Ruin Force. Clearly, it wasn't enough to save the big man himself. Which I'm not angry against at all, of having not to have to deal with him at all. Okay, so where do you go, son? I mean, I'm very close to getting Zelantis. Which, hilarious enough. Sure, yes, discard a card and nuke off a guy that's just going to resurrect himself again. I mean, heck, you could discard as many cards as you want, son. The problem is, Doomcow is still face down. Okay. So basically, lock me into Earth's Diamiscus to discard your last card so you can banish a scale. Is that how desperate we are? Okay, we're going to go after the high scale. Basically, he has to hope I don't draw a single monster. You know, it's not a monster, but it is 2 cards. Oh, wait, no. What am I thinking about? Leaf Place. He has 9 cards in his graveyard. Yeah, here you go, son. This is my monster I've been holding on for turns. Let's just get into the battle. Let's end this thing. Leaf Placey punishment. Finally, we win. It's so good to win. Well, that's enough. No talking. Let's just see it. Show me that silver 3. Yes. Show me those gems. Show me that legacy pack. Let's crack a secret pack. We're gonna go up in the Blazing Warriors. Let's crack a pack. Oh, some booty, but I deserve it after the horrible losses I took, like to get those Golden Sark decks. This were probably very winnable for me.
Gymnite Amethyst. Gearbreed. During your draw phase, instead of connecting your normal draw, you can have one equipped spell for your deck to your hand. Okay, so this would be like for a Noble Knights, that type of deck. The Bouillabaisse de Novellis. This deck is actually really good as well. We would need to see a lot more pieces. Recycle. Battle Boxer Veil. The Battle Boxer stuff would be really good. Heroic Retribution Sword. Okay, so it only generates the same secret pack we already got. Heroic Champion. Godiva, again, heroic stuff needs all the warrior monsters, and we don't have that. And Jolt counter. Well, anyways, we got another Blazing Warrior, but we already cracked the pack open, so we can't crack another one. We're gonna go to our bonus pack. Crack open the one here. Open that one up. I don't know why. And reverse trap. Until the end of the phase, all effects that add or subtract attack or defense are reversed. Okay, yeah, sure. And then Lightning Punisher. After a chain 3 or more links resolves, destroy one card your opponent's side of the field. This effect cannot activate if multiple cards or effects of the same name are activated in the chain. Basically, it's just a chain burn card. Okay. Fascinating. Kind of boring. What did I kind of expect for the Legacy pack? Let's go back to the ladder. Well, it's time to climb goal 3. We still got 3 more secret packs. Alright, let's do it. What are we playing? 40 card, 15. Standard. Opening hand is pretty tight. Doom Cowman, the Pillow, our Orthos, the Fool's Burial, and the Fuse Line. Okay, so we don't know what we're playing. We're playing on the Kashtira board, I believe. I believe this is the Kashtira board. Okay, our opponent took a little bit of a time to get through the draw phase. There's something in his hand he could have resolved. Not exactly sure what, but there was something he could have attempted to resolve. Soul Absorption. If a card is banished, gain 500 life for each. What? This feels like it is Kashtira because of Kashtira's ability to banish cards, but that is a weird card to play in Kashtira. The man is about to gain 5,000 life points. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm about to get like some kind of burn on me? At least you know one thing. Pot of Desires, you can only activate one. Now the other 2 pot, I think you can only activate one other pot because you drew cards. I'm still confused with what this deck is. What are we doing? Except milling ourselves 10 cards deep. For what? Well, what did we get? 5,000 life points? So we can be at 13,000? Just so what? I have to chew through way more life points? And this also affects us as well. So if we banish anything, if we also have cards that banished, he gains life points off this. So what is this? Just turbo life points? So what are we waiting for? Christmas? I mean, that is coming up, folks. That is coming up. It's fast approaching. I hope you all finish your Christmas shopping. But like, what are we waiting for? You drew 2 cards. Are we just gonna sit here for 300 seconds? Is that literally what I have to do? And he's just gonna shake the mouse every now and then so that the timer doesn't immediately kick him out for sitting too long. Okay, we're finally going to activate the card, the almighty Dimensional Fissure, which means this card is useless to us. Well, I guess not. We'll just use line the D-Fissure, so then I can just use Foolish Burial. So it took us that long to activate D-Fissure. Now it's taking us this long to set a singular YuGiOh card. A singular YuGiOh card! So what, we can gain more life points? I still don't even know what this deck is. What, just turbo life points? I mean, sir. The problem is that Eldritch actually hits the graveyard, and as of right now, I don't want to do that because that kills it. Doesn't hit the graveyard. So at this moment in technicality in time,
we're not going to send Outlich and a card to the graveyard to kill itself. Well, technically, we can't even do it because he has to go to graveyard. Battle phase, I guess I will give you a magical... Well, is there a reason to summon Arthos? I guess I make Babushka. This is once per turn before damage calculate. If this card would battle an opponent's monster. Oh, no, that's two dark pendulums. Well, I guess I make Biel's here. No, Biel's is a fiend. Biel's is a dragon. I can't make. So no, we're not going to. I grab original attack. Card says at the graveyard because the equipped monster was destroyed by battles in the graveyard. Special someone Sama token. Oh, how do I? Oh, okay. What's the guess that he drew another Grimaju, or he has another Grimaju? I guess the play is to go the pillow, target the Manju, and then the play is to sit this, and then pass. Yeah, pillow pop. We banished them both, but at least it's good. Oh, right, no, monsters only go to the banished zone, right. Spell cards don't. Since the monster technically wasn't destroyed, I don't get a token. Okay, so, we're playing Gridmaju. Okay? So the question is, how many Gridmajus are over here? You know, how many are sitting over here? I think my opponent's also having technical issues because the system hasn't auto-drawn him a card. Great. Exactly what we all wanted to do. Oh, there he goes. He finally drew his Yu-Gi-Oh card, everybody. Sometimes I wish the system was a little harsher on people that start DNCing. And I get it. But, you know, it's not fun if you sit here and wait for your opponent for the system to slowly figure out how to move the phases. Unless my opponent literally has a hand trap in their hand that they want to trigger, then I don't have any reason to sit here and all that. Okay, we're finally entering the main phase. Okay, so now he's going to possibly draw. I am going to trigger Fuse Line now. Wonder if he's still got at least 2 to 3 Gridmaju left. 2 Gridmaju left in his deck. I mean, he just needs 1. I mean, the man literally just needs 1. Unfortunately, I will actually be negating that 1. So you're not milling another couple more cards. Well, the funny part is that actually mills. That doesn't, like, send them to the banish zone because I got rid of D-Fissure, so it doesn't even banish them. Oh, there he is, Mr. Gridmaju. So, 1 is in the banish zone. Maybe I should have summoned that Orthos in defense position. How was I know he was going to draw this last Gridmaju? Another game after getting our bums beaten by Mr. Gridmaju. We were so close too. I was like, he just cannot get the last Gridmaju. And unfortunately, our opponent did get the last Gridmaju. Alright, well, our opponent is kind of playing around with what might be Golden Arc. Nope, we're going to play Novellas stuff. I don't think I've ever beaten this deck either. So he adds a recipe, so he's going to go for the counter trap. When a spell trap card monster phase is activated, while you control a Novellas ritual monster, negate the activation if you destroy that card, and if you control a monster that was special summoned by the effect of a Novellas monster, if you special summon Hungry Burger, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Tribute as many monster opponent controls as possible. Okay, well, a little slow. I've never seen this deck not start ritual summoning. Well, there is a ritual spell card. Again, I don't know how we do any outing in all of this because they all have the ability to basically start using my monsters for more and more tribute summons.
or effect is activated that targets a monster on the field, or when a monster is targeted for an attack. Quick effect, you contribute one developed monster you control and one attack position monster on either field, and if you do special one level 5 or higher, develops monster from your hand or deck. I literally don't know how we out this deck. I mean, it's only attack position monsters, so that is a thing. I don't even know, like, what does this deck even play in the extra deck? I guess I could just go XYZ and, what, do a prayer and hope? We'll do this. So again, I just don't know how we out this deck. I don't think we've outed it, period, at any point in time in history. Okay, and then we set 2 more. And after that, we just pass the turn. Faust with Cannon, let's pop off this field spell. Yeah, even if he does, dude, I do have the Aether Dragon to use as my slow scale. Okay, the counter trap is not triggering here. I thought the counter trap could trigger. When a spell card or monster effect is activated by your control a Novellus ritual monster, which he does. Must not been worth it. I don't think his game even flipped over to allow him to even set it. Unless he didn't set it, and now he's setting it. Harpy's Feather Duster. I guess it's a good thing we kept a part of our scale up. Okay. The big question, folks. So, if this tower is unaffected by everything, I'm like unsure. Like, can the tower not be affected by a Novellus monster? I mean, I think he has a higher chance of going for an XYZ than a fusion. He's probably going to go to a Link if I'm being kind of honest. I don't know. An XYZ sounds... No, it is a fusion. They forget they have. But not... I mean, even if he did a fusion... I guess at that point, if he had done a fusion... I totally forgot that he had this fusion card. Because here's the thing, if I had gone fusion and gone into the man, the myth, the legend, the problem is this is still active and he has to sit in defense position until the end of time itself. To the freaking end of time, I couldn't do anything with my warrior because I can't swing into it because then he just triggers in response to his secondary effect where he could distribute it. Well, at least I blow it up. At least that gets rid of this. I mean, there's no recipes, no nothing. This card... There's the counter trap. It just took that long for the counter trap to trigger. Again, I just can't do much with... This is a level 5, so thank goodness it could still be something under this. I just don't know what to do with this. At least I got the counter trap out of his thing, unless he's gonna magically summon Hungry Burger next turn. Now, would I like a better low scale? Yes, of course. Then I could just summon Aether. You know, sometimes you just ask and they shall appear before you. When the heck the perfect evade targets a monster on the field, or when a monster is targeted for an attack. Okay, so in essence, do not summon anything unless it's in its defense position. Well, I mean, I give him one card because Pendulum Summoning is considered one summon. So we will summon, I mean, I only give him one card here. That's the thing. Oh my gosh. Summons that, or no, supposed to summon the monster. The hilarious part, by the way, he actually didn't get his draw off his max C. Because Drytron Shower negated my summon. So he doesn't get a... So that's hilarious. He used max C,
And then had it basically, he just wasted his Maxine, didn't even get a free card off of it. Because of Drytron Meteor Shower. Because he negated the summon. Okay, so we basically could get a ritual card and then a ritual spell. Which means one of these two guys has to go to make this. I mean, that's two of those. No, right, he cycled it back with the, Alright, so Pendulum Monster back for the other guy. Now that is two monsters that, I believe if I'm in attack position, when a card or effect activated targets this card in the field, or when this card is targeted for an attack, you contribute one card and one attack position monster. And there goes my Gongado. Basically, we're getting beat sticked in today. I mean, I get why he didn't do the Drytron Meteor. But I guess if I'd known he had that, I guess I would have not have done both. I probably would have just gone into Faustwood Cannon for defense. That is hilarious. Because technically, he can't dash over that. And technically, unless he draws a card that literally puts a monster in attack position, he can't do anything about it. I think this card can't even come out of his graveyard. Diviner, send the Herald. No, send the Nintus. Ugh. Well, there goes all my... So my scales are gone. That's great. Well, at least my man will get hurt for 300 points. Well, I guess no. He does get to tribute summon itself. Because he could tribute any other attack position monster. So those two away for the Novellas. Again, I still don't know how we're winning. I think this makes the chefs. Okay, it makes a monster that's bigger than 15,000. Yeah, you know, I have no hand. I have nothing to give. Let's just pass it on there. Alright, let's play some more YuGiOh! YuGiOh! Well, we did have some connectivity issues coming into the game. My feeling is it is on my opponent. Well, we'll see if he starts having the symbol pop over his head or if it's under mine. I hope not under mine. I feel my internet's really good. Alright, what are we playing? More gold, more shining sarcophagus? Am I gonna have to deal with more shining sarcophagus? I just want to open 3 secret packs! I just want to open my secret packs! Alright, we're gonna start off by getting a warrior. Oh, we are playing hero. I guess I should have seen it with the Vion thing. Why didn't we go get Stratos? Wait a minute, why didn't we go get Stratos? Isn't like Stratos the card we typically want to get? Yeah, isn't it like the typical path you start off with Stratos? Stratos and then it go into like increase, and then we go from there into like Vion? What the? Well, that is not an elemental hero deck I'm used to. Shard of the Greediest Greedman. And then we set to... Because I got nothing else to do. But that's okay, that's an interesting one. Because typically to me, you Rhoda to get... I'm not crazy, right? I've seen enough hero play. I haven't played heroes myself, but I felt like you always go Stratos. I have never seen that man before. This card's all of a sudden you expect someone... Okay, I want him to do it after the special summon. I want him to drag out a guy, and then I will just nuke the board. Because Chain Link 2 resolves first before Chain Link 1, so he will still get a body out. Now we have increase. Okay.
Why didn't I get Torrential Tribute? Oh, because it's the effect that summons, right? I mean, I guess I get to kill this off with polymerization. There goes a Mali. Vision Hero Absorption. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, and one other hero monster your opponent controls. That opponent monster. Okay, yep. Well, unfortunately, it's all going away now. Goodbye, everybody. It was nice not knowing you all. So what? You can go increase during the main phase of this card treated as a continuous trap card. You can take. If you take battle or death. Okay, so Mali to Mali. Now the big question is, how does he get out another Mali? Or how does he get rid of this? How does he move this Mali? Apparently not. We're not going to do anything with that Mali. Alright, makes sense to me. I will draw Dark Worm. Let's go Dark Worm. And let's just go to battle. Well, it sucks I sent the Mali back to his thing. The only aspect is he has another Mali. To me, it would have been a little weird. Why didn't you go Mali, put into attack position, attack, and knowing that you can get increase? And then during the main phase, if this card tree is a continuous trap, you contribute one other hero monster special on this card. So basically, you get increase there as well. Huh. Concerning to me. When this card is almost under, you can special one hero monster from your hands. Yep. I mean, if he goes another polymerization, I will just simply floodgate trap hole it. Another increase. I mean, neither of these have the punching power over Supreme King Dragon. Well, I guess the only aspect is if he goes into a Link monster. Yep. Well, there's a Link monster that is bigger than my monster. If a hero monster is no more special summoned to your zone, this card points to target one polymerization spell. Fuses. We will bring Orthos out on this. Why is my low scale? If I happen to draw another 4, Biel's does get to come out here. And I can tribute it for Aether, so I can just banish this guy off the battlefield. Utilize. Okay. Well, we do get 2 more greedy cards. 2 more greedy cards. Oh, well, we did get another... we didn't get anything, like, impactful, but at least we got some cards. This is the weirdest hero strategy I have ever seen. I mean, nothing I could really do, so we'll just go to battle. By the way, if he does bring out increase, I just pop him off the board! I could basically do it with Fashwood's Cannon, pop increase off the board. Because I think he gets both increases, because I think they're not hards. Oh, I think they are. You can only use each effect. Okay, so it is a hard. We're going to go main 2. I'm going to just do Fuse Line here, and then Bottomless here. Basically, just keep Fashwood Cannon for a different spell or trap he's got. Because I can, if he summons out a, if he does summon out a hero, I could just go Fuse Line into the increase.
Well, that sucks.
Just because the fact of the matter is that I do not want this increase doing anything. Because he can do Mali here, Mali to get increase onto the board. So that sucks. I lost Floodgate and I lost my hole. But lucky enough, I did save Fashwood Cannon. The problem is increase is just basically coming back again next turn. YuGiOh, huh?
Ugh.
Well, I guess I normal summon YuGiOh. No, as of right now, because I can normal summon YuGiOh, that would get us into Electromite. The problem after that is I don't have scales to get into Electromite. I don't have anything to really do with Electromite, so we'll just go battle. Swing in, 23. This gets increase again, but again, I'll just do fast with cannon at the end of my turn. Main 2. We will then go scale the cannon. We then go to end phase, cannon effects to pop the increase, ensuring he doesn't get the Mali effect off of it. I mean, he just needs to take battle or effect damage, so he can burn himself and then bring it back out again. Okay. I mean, unless the next card I can draw is something that I could... Okay. So now I do have something I can definitely pop, because this special summons itself, and then I can just pop it with Electromite. That was game right there. Okay. Ooh, that's gross. Okay. So summon Gungado. We go Electromite. Twice now in this series we have summoned Electromite. Only if we could get the really good card that goes with her. Activate the effect of Heavy Metaphors Electromite. Send the 8th scale. Secondary effect of Heavy Metaphors Electromite. Pop the Leaf Placey. We will get to our hands the 8th scale. Then we scale it. You know what, just for fun, here's a Mage Power on this. And then we Pendulum of the Summon 2. Yeah, we'll Pendulum of the Summon 2. This is basically game. No. Go to battle. 23. He does get an increase here, but it's going to do him no good. Because then Electromite for game. Electromite for game! Yes, Electromite finally gets to get a win. I do love when Electromite can get wins. Yes, oh yes. Alright, we got another secret pack, and we got a legacy pack. Let's go open them. We will start with a great old secret pack of Let's Open Up Miraculous Advent. Again, we have Miraculous Advent, Colossal Mech, and then Beloved Dolls. Let's open up Miraculous Advent. Doesn't look like anything good here. Man, I won't lie, the luck from the last video was insane. Alright, we got Infinity Beetle, Goki Bear Hug. The Goki stuff actually might make a competent strategy. We need a lot more. Necroid Synchro. You can banish 1 tuner up to 2 tuners from a grave. Reduce by some 1 Stardust. Okay, so this is for Stardust. We don't really have that. Virtual Boil I still think is a really good strategy. We just do not have the cards to facilitate it. Megalith, OPL, Megalith Portal. How hilarious. Wow, look at that ritual. 3 cards right there. That is Incantation Talismandra. And then finally, you know, I think this may be our second copy or third copy of Herald of Orange Light. Not gonna lie about that one, especially if we could get like a Drytron strategy going. That would be really good. Alright, well anyways, we got some legacy packs. The pack was kind of booty. Nothing you can do about that. Anyways, skip it. And look at that, the orange glowing meant nothing for us as we got Constellar Twinkle. I still need to look at our Constellar and Stellar Knight core. We may actually have a very strong competent core. I don't think we have all their good XYZs for the strategy, but we have a lot of them. And maybe we could just make like a turbo rank 4 box. Narrow Pass. This card can only be activated when both players have 2 monsters or less on their respective side. Both players can only normal up to 2 additional monsters on their side of the field. So in essence, special summon as much as you want, son. Well, that was, well, as always, booty. I'm still looking for such specific cards in here that we'll probably never see. Anyways, we need 2 more wins to get our last 2 secret packs. Let's do it. Here we go. So, 40 card deck, 11 card extra deck. We open the day of the peace. It's a very peaceful day over here. Imbella Oath. What is this? Oh, it's Centurion. Another deck I have never figured out how to beat. I don't even know how do you beat this deck? I mean, they make a big monster that's a big negate. Well, going first would have been pretty nice. At least maybe we could have Bombless Trap hold a couple of things. I don't know how we're getting through this Centurion thing. Typically, you want to start with like stand-up Centurion. I don't know. I have like no idea how the combos work in this deck. All I know is they make a big synchro monster and then they beat my face in with it. All right, yep. Send that to bring out the gargoyle. Like, I have never played Centurion. There are so many deck strategies now in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm like, what does that do? How does that work? Maybe because it's like, the TCG is just getting so expensive. Like, it's almost like $1,000 to play any deck in the TCG now. And honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't have $1,000 to put down in a card game. So I think if this card is for summon, you can add up to 1 Centurion card from your deck to your hand. During your end phase, you can play 1 non-synchro Centurion monsters, Banisher, and Graveyard. I mean, if we're being honest, yeah, you know what? I think I am just gonna pass it. As much as I probably could sit there and figure the combos out, we're playing Masochist against probably a really good deck. So let's weigh the options. The surrender button is very good. Okie dokie, off from Centurion, maybe to something more playable. At least more playable for us. We probably could have played the Centurion deck, but let's be honest, you all know it. We're not beating Centurion anytime soon. Like I said, I know they can get negate, all their guys can get spammed up in the board, and they can do a whole bunch of synchro summoning stuff on my turn. I don't know if if the stand-up Centurion needs to be on the board for them to do that. I know they can resurrect themselves off the board, and they do a whole bunch of synchro plays. So I'm like, there's not much we can do. Well, we can do a whole day of peace, and then what? Figure it out from there when they make their bigger synchro monster. Lemon Magician. So we're playing some Dark Magicians for Apprentice Illusion Magician. Then they can add a Dark Magician from deck to hand. During damage calculation, if your other Dark Spellcaster... Okay, so it's other Dark Spellcasters. Alright, let's see. You got the Trap card to continually resurrect Mr. Dark Magician Man. Mr. Dark Magician Man! Well, there might be there. It might be, folks. How do we out that? That's a very good question. Okay, so 2 cards. We're playing clearly a very almost 60 card Dark Magician build. That is kind of hilarious. We could get rid of it. No, let's not do Placey here. I'm going to go summon the Zaphion. Let's cycle this back row away. Battle. It might have not been anything, but honestly, we can always... The thing is, we always can summon Placey next turn. And we'll pass on that. Alright, I mean, we're 1/2 of our scale line here. We're 1/2 of our Kaiju line. We have the Placey to basically continually resurrect itself. We basically, if he decides to do anything, we just... If this card is over special summon, target 1 face-up monster opponent controls, while this card is face-up with the field, that face-up monster cannot attack, also effects are negated. While face-up monster on the field... So what, are you going to... Yeah, because flipping activates. I don't know why you want to grab this, with all due respect. While face-up monster is on the field, this card cannot be destroyed by battle card effects. A little weird if he did touch it. I didn't see the effect trigger. I just saw a flip summon. Okay, so it didn't activate. It has to basically be summon, meaning can't be flip face up. It already did its normal summon. If it had been like normal summoned, flip summoned, or special summoned, then that could work. Oh, is he gonna try to... I don't think it gets rid of my back row. Yeah. I wonder if he's thinking that he can cycle my 1 back row card out of the game. Unfortunately, I think he needs to have realized that it only cycles his back row, not my back row. Zaphion is not that dumb of a card. Alright, we will be summoning the Placey here. I get what? 200 attack and defense? So at this moment in time, I have no attack and defense. Okay, we'll put that away. And then we will set this, and we will pass the turn.
Well, great gameplay. Yeah. You know, I don't mind these slower decks at all.
It just feels like this is the better way to play the game, honestly, to me. Especially when we're doing Masochist. I mean, we have beaten, you know, very tough and very competent strategies. It's just like the luck of the draw on our opponent's hand and the luck of the draw on ours. Mostly it's the luck of the draw on theirs. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna eat the 2000. Oh wait, we're tied now. Ugh. So my Placey actually cannot resurrect itself because I'm actually we're tied in cards in the graveyard. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to set that, and then I'll Wabaku to protect myself. And then I guess at that point, depending on what our next draw is, we can overlay for the 4s to like number 70. We could go into Supreme King, Dragon. When this card is almost special summon, return all set traps on the field to the hand. Let's nuke the board. I will gladly let you return the Wabaku. And now he has 4 cards to my 2. So he has more cards in his graveyard than I do. Yep. Monster reborn. Reborn the monster. Well, hey, he can add himself another copy of Dark Magician. Well, I mean, I still resurrect the leaf. That's the thing, and I could reset, Wabaku to protect myself again. Okay. Shifter. You're a little late, sir. You are very late to the party. You should be 8,000 points, or 800 points. Yeah, you're not surviving that. Okay, we will reset this. And pass from there. Sooner or later, I will find cards that do something in this strategy besides a singular scale card. And then 2-3 cards that can't really do anything. I mean, great, I'm so glad I got my shifter to do nothing. He's really only good if you draw him on your turn 1 play. That's it. Like, I mean, for decks that maybe can banish their graveyard and stuff, it's not horrible, but we don't have that, and our opponent is having connectivity issues right now. Hey, I wouldn't mind a DNC. You know, as many games as we played in this video today, a DNC win is a win to me, and it just quickens the pace of us getting all our secret packs for this video. The problem, though, is now it's going to flicker back and forth, and so he has the right to continue to do it. So what, you target that? I guess I'll chain the response, Wabaku, to at least protect the Leafs. Not sure what the purpose would be, but, well, whatever. I don't have anything I can make with it. No Link 2s that do anything, nothing. Gene, Warped Werewolf! It's just a bunch of 2,000 point monsters beat sticking me in the face. So this is a 6. I don't know why he just hasn't tributed for Dark Magician. Like, at all. Like, are we allergic to tribute summon Dark Magician? We're also apparently really wanting to attack this leaf to figure out how Wabaku works. And we all could have read the effect. My monster can't be destroyed. Well, at least that protects against the back row. Okay, what is our play now? Our play is to magically set a YuGiOh card. It could be anything! It could maybe be a monster card. Well, at least next year, you know, one thing hilarious enough, because Placey comes back on our standby phase. Actually, no, he won't come back in our standby phase. We actually will be tied in our graveyard, so we actually cannot resurrect. At least I'll deal him 200 points of damage as we figure out where to go with this deck. You know, I play a lot of low scales. A lot of low scales, you know, and they just don't appear for me, you know? Sometimes they just do not appear for me. Now we're going to tribute summon for Dark Magician Man. No, we're just going to punch into the 22,000. Owie, mama. Well, get through that, son. I mean, the only way you can is tribute for Dark Magician Man. Okay. We're just holding on to that Dark Magician for something. Oh, come on, deck. Come on. Really? Eldritch? Elderly man? Man of elderliness? He can't help me here. Can't do anything. Come on, game. Help me out here. I have a whole bunch of low-scaled people. Oh, it's tribute summon for Dark Magician Man. We finally did it, folks. He's not allergic to tribute summon Dark Magician Man. Well, there goes that. Nothing I can do about that. So the question is, what is our next play? Well, at least Leaf comes back. At least I can stem the bleeding with Leaf. I think I could stem the bleeding once. Alright, so those two. For what? Are we gonna get Dark Magical Attack? Dark Magician! Dark Magical Attack! At least we can do the old, speed duel thing. I attack with Dark Magician for game. Unfortunately, we're not attacking for Dark Magician for game. What is that? If you control Dark Magician, special summon Dark Magician Girl from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Yeah, we're done. You know, the decks that we should be winning against, we are not winning against. And it's kind of annoying me now. We should have won that game. Okay. Well, at least I know one thing. D-shifter for Solomon Great. This puts a pretty tight chain around his neck. Because if he starts going down his line, he's starting to lose all his stuff. I mean, the best thing you can do is just pass. And clearly, we are going to be doing nothing either. My gosh. We're just hunting down 2 more secret packs since it's getting on my nerves. We may just abandon the doll secret pack, because honestly, I don't think there's anything even I want in there, and just go for the last major pack I need to open from the last video. Tactics to what? Draw 2 more? Well, son, you can look at my hand. It's a very good hand. 2 DD Orthos, a Lightning Vortex, and a Trap Tricks. Feel free to probably cycle back the Trap Tricks. I mean, I guess he shovels my deck, so I mean, that's a better chance to draw something, I guess, good. I mean, if it was me, I would shuffle back the Trap Trick card, because you know for a fact. Okay, yep. Alright, so what do you do now? Yeah, pretty much as I thought. I don't know how we're winning. Yeah. I'm just done with this. I'm just done with that one. Was I a little salty in that last game? Yes! Yes, I am. I'm letting the salt flow. I'm letting the hate flow through me. Because it's like the decks that we could have probably won. It's like I just get horrible hands. It's like those are winnable games. Maybe if I play a little better, those were winnable games. But still, I don't know. Is it really worth, the mental insanity I'm putting myself through just for a couple of secret packs as we start off with Labyrinth? Labyrinth, huh? For Trap Trick. Trap Trick. To go for that. Send. Was this guy just here so you can set an Exo Sister card? Apparently we're not playing Trap Trick, we're playing Exo Sister. I mean, I don't know even how we're on that, because then he just makes Marcella, and then from there just turns it into the upper level XYZ. Capstella. Capital. If this card's XYZ summon, use an Exosystem on the leader. Player can special summon monsters from the graveyard for the rest of the turn. You can detach one material, add one Exosystem monster from your deck to your hand. You can't do anything with Martha, because you already own an Exo Sister card. Oh, right, and you can't even make the one that combines two XYZs together because you don't even have the necessary XYZ. So you can special summon this, but you need to control, but you'll need another Exo Sister. So do you have another Exo Sister? Yep. Stella, summon another person. And then you just get to draw the card. You don't have a lien on the board. So what's next? So, what is the next play here? I know next is we overlay again to another Exo Sister, and then we overlay those two XYZs into the one chick that's a double XYZ. Yep, there's Michaelis. And let's see. If you control this card, you can target one card your opponent controls, or in their graveyard and banish. You can detach one material from this card, add one Exo Spell Trap card from your deck to your hands. We're gonna get another Exo Sister out on the board. Yep, there's a way to get another Exo Sister. I love the Exo Sister archetype, don't get me wrong. I am just so exhausted from just trying to get 4 secret packs. It has been beyond exhaustion. There's Martha. You can't summon Martha. Card from hand. If this card moves out from... So yeah, you can't summon Martha. Martha's next turn for you. So there goes these two. Yep, it's going to become the other chick that for some reason doesn't have an animation. Yeah, an Exo Sister's Magnifica. And then you can make a second battle. Once per turn, detach one material, banish one card your opponent controls. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can return one XYZ material. Well, there's our... Yeah, it is our scales. You can... Return one XYZ, attach this card to your extra deck. Then you can switch summon that monster for your extra deck by using cards you control as material. Okay. I need to bait this out, unfortunately. So it's going to have to go Elderly Man to bait it. Let's get this Exo Sister off of the board. Because I believe what he's going to summon is Michaelis. Card control was XYZ. Summon this turn by using an Exo System. You can target one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard and banish it. Yep, unfortunately he will get that effect as well. Unlucky enough, it's a quick effect that doesn't negate, so... But unfortunately, due to the fact that I am going to have both a Supreme King and the Aether, I will have to lose one of the two. No, Supreme King is my thing, so I'm going to bring out Odd Eye Saber Dragon, and then I'm bringing out Aether. Aether is going to have to attempt to banish the Michaelis, because that's what he's going to go for. Yep. Here's Michaelis. Eldritch has no targets. Scale. I probably should have put the little scale first. Maybe force him to think I don't have another little scale. Because at this point, if he hits that, I'm done. I'm just gonna pass. I'm just going to press the surrender button. So the big question is... Oh, thank God, he's actually going after the Eldritch. I will let him go after the Eldritch for days. Let the Golden Lord be gone. Thank God that's a 6. Because I'm tight on these two. Maxi. Well, you'll get a card from this. Or maybe he'll Drytron Meteor Shower me. Like the last guy who did it. Negate my summon 1 and 2. I'm gonna put you in defense. As crazy as that sounds, and then you into attack. Let's banish off this Michaelis. Okay, so basically we're gonna make another check. Or no, we're targeting... If your exit, banish 1 card your opponent controls. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I stopped Martha from... I guess Martha still can come down. Well, I just lost that all. Yeah, no, we're done. Oh, come on, Master Duel. Just give me the last secret pack. We don't even need the dolls. It's me, the last one. Come on, Master Duel. Alright, here we go. And in the last video, we actually saw this mate. I couldn't remember his name. It's YuGiOh. There we go. I just remembered it right now. 50 card deck. Great. I'm starting to lose it, folks. If I'm being honest, I'm about to just probably going to end this video and say, you know, whatever with those secret packs. Who cares about them? Sure, they're fun to open, but I'm getting even saltier and saltier. Because we had so many chances to just get them. So yep. I mean, I don't even know how we out this deck. Okay, shuffle that back, draw 1. Or put in the bottom of the deck, draw 1. And okay, I mean, at least one thing's for certain. He can't, you know... Okay, Destrudo now. Okay, someone get me my burn card so I can burn him for the, so I can burn him here. Tribute for apparently Lubellion we had in our hand. And then we'll set a, we'll friend to put in the Branded Beast. That is a Bestial, by the way, so this is active. Ugh. Well, I guess no. Zaphion can just come in here. Zaphion can't be destroyed, so I just go Zaphion, cycle the 2 cards back to his deck. I guess we go that, and then if he does attack directly... But what's with the purpose of paying 4,000 life points to summon Destrudo? I just paid half my life points for a tuner that did nothing but sit here and be at 3,000 booty. Well, now they're going away to make a Link monster of the all-important SP Little Knight. Or not SP, the IP. Target the Strudo. No, target the Bestial. This is already resolved, so we can't do it again. Once during your opponent normally summons a monster, basically, he just gets to bring a Bestial back, which will be Magma Hut. Alright. Again, I don't know how we're winning. Someone can, you know, tell me how we're winning. We will... Screw it, we're just gonna go Zaphion. He'll get the other part of the branded spell card. I mean, he could do this all he wants if he wants to. I mean, heck, he can try to destroy it. Go right ahead, son. I will gladly let it happen. Tribute your dragon monster to do nothing else. Alright, yep. Magma Hut, which by the way is limited. Anyways, we're gonna go to battle. Let's see if he goes for the SP Little Knight. I would see no reason why he wouldn't do it at this point. Go SP Little Knight effect to banish this. And then make me press the surrender button. Yep. Let's see the Little Knight. Yep. Those two for the Little Knight. Here she is, everybody. Whoop-de-doo. Yep. Yep. I guess we're not dead. Well, technically we kind of are, because he could just contribute Magma Hut, or he could tribute Druselworm, and then he just blows up my Faust Cannon before I can nuke off his spell card. Yep. Put a guy on the bottom. Draw one. Yes, continue the main phase. Night Beam. On that. Little Knight can protect it by banishing herself and the card. Because he can't respond with the face down off of Night Beam. I guess it was an imperm. Kind of pointless. I guess we'll just do this, and I guess if he fires that, nothing I could do about it. I had this. There's nothing I can do. I mean, and we're just walking up a slope. Actually, I'm rolling down the slope right now because I can't even do anything against this deck. Yeah, there we go. I mean, folks, there's nothing I'm doing against that deck. SP Little Knight just hurts me. Yeah, there's nothing to do. Well, there's another 5 losses there, folks. Pity pack time. What you got for me now, Master Duel? I didn't want to do that, but I don't. Sorry, folks. I know I'm getting. I think we're done. I can't go on. I think we'll lose. I'll try one more duel to get the last secret pack, but anyways, just to show, we got a Scareclaw. I was hoping not for more secret packs because I was already my wit's end on secret packs. But I'm glad to see them. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I'm at my wit's end just trying to get 2 secret packs. Scareclaw, Right Heart, this would be really good if we need the Scareclaw engine to work. Void Recognition. Okay, so this is for Infernoids, or Voids. And then Vanquish Soul Dust Devil. The Vanquish Soul stuff would be really good as well. And I didn't mean to skip that, sorry, I was just frustrated. But the Vanquish Soul stuff and the Scareclaw stuff is pretty nice. We just need a whole lot more than what we got. Mistaken Acquisition here. Then we have Matronic Bind. Recoded Alive. Matriarch of Nephthys. And then Ranaryu. Alright. You know what, folks? Let's try to get one more win. Let's try to get the last secret pack for the last video. Alrighty. Let's see what we're playing today against. We just need one more win. One more win. Is that so hard to ask, Master Duel? I know I'm talking to a computer application, but come on. To me, it needs to go off like your record. You've lost 5 games. Hey, look, here's someone who's got about the similar competency as you, so let's see what you could do. Folks, if he gets close to the Gimmick Puppet FTK, we're done. I'm not going to sit through the FTK. Apparently not. This is all we're going to do. Is this Gimmick Puppet, this Gimmick Puppet, and that's about it. What? Man, that was a really good hand. Holy crap, that was a great hand. Well, at least we got the Nibiru. Look at that. That was an amazing hand. Oh, that sucks. Holy crap, that sucks. That was an amazing hand. When we lost it all, we had Eldritch, we had the Place, we had the Predaplant, we had the Faust Cannon, we had Scales. Oh my gosh. Sucks. Nothing I can do about it.
mean, that gives me near scales. No scales yet. I don't want to lose this Orthos. Yeah, we'll just pass. We'll just pass. I mean, I'm sitting on Nibiru right now, so I mean, I have the ability to Nibiru if he decides to go into a long chain, which I think this deck can. I don't know if he's playing the FTK. I would have thought by now the FTK would have gone off, but I guess just seeing Gimmick Puppet. Oh my gosh, we finally won. Thank you, sir. It's so pleasing to see the victory. Alright, enough of that. Show me what you got. Show me the deer. Yep, the deer is leveling up. Anyways, we got 3 legacy packs. We got a secret pack. Let's go crack them open. After a century of battling, you know, it just seems fitting that we fought against the Gimmick Puppets. Let's crack the Gimmick Puppet secret pack open. It just feels right. Alright, which will of course lead us with 3 more secret packs. I don't know, maybe we'll try to go get them. Salamandra Chain. So this is for fire types. Infernity Beetle. Dimension Fusion Destruction. Banish. Oh right, this is for the these gods. The Phantasm and all of them. So we don't really have all 3 of them. The GX gods. Durak Velo. Oh, we're not cracking another one. Number C88 Gimmick Puppet. Disaster Leo. We don't even have the first evolution line for that. Otherwise, it's 4 level 9s. Condolence Puppet. Cloud Castle, and another Gimmick Puppet of Strings. I mean, we're getting close to the FTK. We like a lot more cards, but we're building the FTK. Strings, and then the newer version of it is what you kind of need. All right. Well, we finally got that pack. Hooray for that. We're gonna go crack our bonus packs, and you know what? Let's try it. We'll try to go see if we can get at least another win. The next loss we take is the last loss for us. So we're going to try to get a win for at least until we stop winning, or we basically stop surrendering. We'll end this video. So the next loss is the end. Dark Angel, Hero Mask, the Dragonoid Generator, Booby Trappy, Boobies, a Performer Power Bite Turtle, again, just another really good Performer Pal name for a potentially Performer Pal deck. And then the Lucky Trinket. So with that, it's time to get back to the ladder. The next loss is the end of the video. The game has arrived. We are going first. And is okay. 56 card deck. Okay, I guess we just couldn't find the last 4 cards to make it 60. Alright, we'll start off with the Shard of the Greediest Man. And then we will set one and pass. Alright, so what are we playing against in this nearly 60 card deck? What is the whole retinue of playing? What shall we be playing against? We still got a Faust with Cannon. We still got the Orthos. We are Arclight. If you control no monsters, you can summon 1 level 4 or lower Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck. Okay. So we're playing nearly 60 card Galaxy? Holy crap. You can increase this card to level 4. You contribute this card. Add 1 Galaxy card from your deck to your hand, except itself. Okay. Number-wise, we're only running the problem is number 77 is in our deck. Okay, so Photon Vanisher. So these overlay into that one. If this card is special summon, you can add 1 Galaxy's Photon Dragon for your deck to your hand. You know what? I'll let that resolve. I'm so surprised. A 60 card Galaxy deck. We couldn't slim it down to 40? The only reason you play 60 is because you need the 60 cards. Basically, like decks that can facilitate 60 cards, like
with that grass looks greener, or in the case of tier limits, can facilitate it. So Galaxy Soldier to pitch, the summon. So pitch Photon Orbital, get another Galaxy Soldier. If he summons another Galaxy Soldier or Nova, we're just gonna pop that off the board. So what else? We got a 4 with a 2000 attacker. I mean, we can survive that. He's going for the big dragon. That's his thing. He's going for the big dragon. But how does he get Galaxy Eyes Dragon on the board? I believe Afterglow can special summon itself. Well, that is a way to get that onto the board. Afterglow has I think if he overlays, I think I'll pop it. I just have to remember if I can. I don't want him to get up to like C82, I think is the name. So Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon in defense position. You know, where's my Torrential Tribute? This would be a great board, the Torrential Tribute. So how does this summon again? If you control a Galaxy's Eyes monster, you can summon this card in defense position in your hand if this card is attached. So those two go for apparently another Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Okay. Then we special summon out Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon. Alrighty. And then what happens? We overlay the 2 8s for number 82. And then we go C82 and basically kill me. We are going... That's the big question. Can I kill 82? Hope Harbinger. Well, you know what? Hope Harbinger can die. I thought we were going to go number 82. Number 82 try to swing multiple times on me. Or C82, I guess you should say. We'll summon the Orthos. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we draw another 4 and I can tune into BLs. We have not summoned BLs so far in Season 2. So it's not the worst we've seen. Well, I honestly believe... Yeah, why don't we do this? Let's see what those last 2 cards in his hand are. Because that's 2 Galaxy Eyes Dragon out of his deck, a Galaxy Eyes Afterglow out of his deck. Battle phase 23. So my guess would be what? 3 of the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, maybe 1 or 2 of the Afterglow Dragon. So I'm like, depending on what my next 2-3 draws are, because I draw 1 for a turn and I draw then 3 for the 2 more for the shard. This card is in your hand, you can target 1 photon. This card is in your hand, you can target 1 photon. When this card is almost summoned, you can target 5 photon or gas names and shuffle them in the deck, then draw 2. Alright. Well, I mean, that does basically give him back one of his Photon Dragons. And so he gets a draw 2. The big question is, does he draw anything of the high importance? Again, he's running a 60-card deck. You just threw 4 cards into your 4 main deck monster cards into your deck and 1 into your extra deck and drew 2 cards. So, like, well, as you can clearly see, it wasn't impactful. Well, that will be coming up very big in this game. Shard of the Greediest Greedman to draw 2. Okay. Ugh. What do I do? Well, I guess I can go Swords, normal summon this, go Electromite. Yeah, that's what I do. I go Swords. Just so I have a face-up card. We normal summon Dark Worm. Then we go Electromite. Electromite effect. We send the 8 scale. Electromite secondary effect. Pop the Swords Revealing Light. I know it's a waste, but get this scale. Then we scale. And we scale. Then we pendulum summon 2. So then we have to then determine what's our next step. I just remembered I'm locked into fiends. Ooh, the babushka might not actually be that bad of an idea. I just remembered, though, I was also locked into fiends after doing this. But you know what? A babushka man is not a bad card. So we'll summon babushka man. And then we'll go into the battle. We will punch. I don't know why I put babushka in one of my skills. Well, I guess I could just pop babushka to get another card back to my hand. The problem is I lose the Orthos, which sucks, because that's one of my only tuners. And I forgot to set the Nightmare Trap Hole. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, because honestly, nothing he normally summons can do anything. So he can go into his XYZs and do nothing. Because they can't do anything under babushka. Yep. You just summoned that for nothing. And that is the end of the turn. Apparently you really like summoning that guy. I'll draw trap. Okay. We will then pitch the Dark Worm because we could resurrect it at a future date. So let's see. Babushka. Okay, while this card is in face-up, this is change all face-up monsters on the field to also negate the activated effects of monsters that were in defense position when the effect was activated. Okay. I could pop a Babushka. Okay, let's pendulum summon 1 here. Effect does trigger because we do come into attack. Oh no, we come into defense, right? So we can't do it. And then what? We could go Saryuja. Nearly make a 3-mat Saryuja. We could go Zelantis. That's kind of hilarious. We could go Zelantis. And reset everything, which means Electromite gets to resend a card. And then I could put Babushka into attack and reset this and banish it. Well, no, because no, we can't do that. It's a Link 4. Okay, so what we're just going to do is I'm just going to set this, go to battle. I will swing into that. I was thinking about going into Zelantis. Okay. Zelantis would be funny here, but unfortunately he's a Link 4. I would need, like, a few more cards to be on the board for Zelantis. And I mean, next turn I can literally nuke off the Babushka with Electromite. Well, I guess no, there's nothing to get from my extra deck. Couple of 4s. Yep, Galaxy's Photon Dragon. But that immediately goes in defense position and it cannot trigger its effect. I guess you could detach, son. It's not going to work. If my guy going into defense position didn't work, son, then your guy going into defense position doesn't work either. I guess you can add. So you added I think that's Trace. Yeah, you can target 1 Photon monster you create, special summon both it and 1 Galaxy monster from your deck with the same level, but both in defense position. So what, a bunch of freaking level 4s that can't do anything because their effects will be auto-negated? Well, I guess the Galaxy Wizard can do something because technically I mean, what, are we going to just overlay again? I mean, is that what we're going to just do? We're just going to go for another overlay? No, I'm not going to do that. Because literally next turn, I just bash through all your guys. Because I'll just turn Babushka to attack because he dies afterwards. And I can, like, go into, like, Access Code here or even a 3-mat Saryuja. So those two to make your Link monster, which funny enough can actually dodge the Booska effect, but will actually get hit with the Nightmare, Trap Hole Nightmare. No, sir. Get that monster off my board! I don't want him. Negate him, Pop.
Let's get that off the board.
That was fun. Another orbital. Yep. Alright, so summon that. Or no, tribute it to, I think it adds. You can send this equip card. Okay, so that makes Galaxy Soldier. And just send the light. Galaxy Soldier does get to... Oh, does it actually get its... No, it shouldn't get its search effect, funny enough. Because it comes down and then becomes negated. Because it's in defense position. Yeah, that's what I thought. Comes down, comes in, negated. Hilarious. Simply hilarious. It actually has to it actually comes down negated. Yep. Nope. This is really fun, folks. I'm so glad we're constantly doing all of this. For what now? Like, what is the inboard state with all of this having negates? Just so we can put up a 0-point defense position monster, 26,000 point defense position monster? Was that all we did that for? Get rid of the Orthos. Alright. We will go... Zealantis is funny, but unfortunately we didn't draw a freaking monster card we could do anything with. So we'll go 3 of these. We'll make Access Code Man. Access Code Man effect. Buff up. Then we will trigger the... Then we will trigger this. We blow up the 26,000 point monster. Then... That's hilarious. We can go into Zealantis from that. Let's see. Access Code Man is next. Tribute. Or send that. Pop the Photon Orbital. Go into... Aether effect. Banish. The only thing that stops... About to say, the only thing that stops me is he adds another one of those weird wizard guys. That's it. We won! Yes! Oh, it feels good to win. It feels good to win. Alright, secret pack, legacy packs. Anyways, let's ignore that one. Let's crack open the VS New Challenger. Gizmek. I like to see that. That'd be a good card for us to get in our collection. Don't know if we could facilitate it well, but at least we could get it in the collection. Anyways, we got Lovable of Plugis, Cyber Dragon Hertz, some more Bird of Perfection, Gizmek Yuroki, the Festival Fox of Facility, that gave us another secret pack. My gosh, our secret pack luck is crazy in these last 2 videos. Gizmek Yada, the Gleaming Vanguard. Gizmek Nagaki, the Sunrise Singular. And Despot 003. And the last card in here is the Exo Sister Varids. Okay, the secret pack luck needs to come to an end here. My gosh. Traditions of Trickery and Sisters of Light. Haha. Folks, there are way too many secret packs for me to physically open. We got the doll, and we have these 3. So next time we meet, we'll try to get our hands on these secret packs. We'll see you all here next time.